It's my favourite time of year. No, don't celebrate Christmas. I'm talking about the AFCON qualifiers, match day 5. This is the nitty gritty. Go hard or go home. A fail to win here could stop you going to the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco next year. And there's still 16 tickets on the plane to Tanger up for grabs. So let's see who's going to grab them as AFCON returns for the match day 5 and match day 6 qualifiers. So round 5 is interesting. A lot of games and stuff to play for, and you've got some other games that could be a dead rubber. But obviously every game in these competitive qualifiers does contribute to the FIFA rankings. Now, just looking at the fixtures at a glance, it's important to note that, of course, Libya against Nigeria didn't happen after what happened with the Nigerian plane being diverted. And then they were left in an airport 200 kilometres from where the game was meant to be in Benghazi with no food, water or Wi-Fi. CAF have announced the decision, and I'm surprised. They've given Nigeria the 3-0 win. I'm surprised, not because of the decision, I'm surprised at the bottle, because CAF usually bottle it. CAF usually don't have the nerve to implement that sort of decision. Nigeria took a huge panel to CAF. Libya took one spokesperson, one representative. So it shows CAF do get stuff done if you put enough pressure on them. And the way it went viral, looking at the images of what people were posting, you've got Troost-Ekong posting, Osimhen's got a big profile posting. It brought it to the world's media attention. So CAF stepped in. They've given Nigeria a 3-0 win away to Libya. I don't think Nigeria would have won the game if it was played on the pitch, which is interesting. But that pretty much rules out Libya from qualifying. So that group, you're looking at 2 from 3, Nigeria, Benin and Rwanda. Now what's interesting in matchday 5 is that Rwanda host Libya. Now with Libya basically now out because of that 3-0 loss, I think they've only got 1 point. Rwanda have got an unbelievable opportunity to qualify for the AFCON. I don't know if they ever have, but if Rwanda can beat Libya at home, that is going to set up a juicy clash in match day 6. So if Rwanda win, and you look at Benin playing Nigeria, if Nigeria beat Benin, and these two teams know each other quite well, they've played a lot of each other recently, if Nigeria beat Benin, Rwanda could be in the driving seat to go to the AFCON, which will be a huge, huge story. And of course they did beat Benin last time around. So I think Nigeria are pretty much there. Of course, they themselves play Rwanda in match day 6, but if they've already qualified by then, might they play a few reserve players against Rwanda? So Rwanda keep an eye on. They could cause a shock if they can beat Libya in that game. Liberia are playing Togo and Algeria's group. If that game is a draw, it will all but confirm Equatorial Guinea and Algeria qualifying before they kick off. So depending on the Liberia-Togo game, it might not put that much pressure, because of course if Equatorial Guinea know they've already made it, they're not going to try super hard to win. But of course, if they know, let's say, Togo have won, Equatorial Guinea need to beat Algeria. So that could change things. And also, fair play to Equatorial Guinea if they qualify, because they lost their best player in Sue. Not only the best player for them, but one of the best players on the continent, top scorer of the last AFCON, in fact. They actually hope to get Sue back, which would be interesting. But they're going to qualify without him, it looks like, so they're showing they're not a one-man team. And also, keep an eye on Sierra Leone away to Chad, although I think the game's in Cote d'Ivoire. Sierra Leone, for me, after beating Cote d'Ivoire, ironically, could well spring a surprise comeback in the group and overhaul Zambia. But Sierra Leone need to beat Chad away, and I think that would be a fantastic result if they can do it. Elsewhere, I think Madagascar-Tunisia could be a good fixture. Now, Tunisia have changed the manager again. That group's tight after they took 1 point from 2 games against Comoros. Now, Madagascar have to beat Tunisia to have any chance of qualifying. They're the team with the least points in that group. If Madagascar beat Tunisia, and it took Tunisia the 99th minute to beat them in Rades, if Madagascar beat them, it's going to put Tunisia in a whole world of trouble, and they still have to play Gambia in the last game, who themselves need to win. So I think Tunisia's group could get very, very interesting indeed. And of course, the big story is about Ghana. Ghana might be out of AFCON before a ball is even kicked. Not only that, they've got an incredibly tough fixture. They're playing Angola away, who've won 4 games out of 4. When Niger play Sudan, if Sudan don't lose to Niger, they just need a point, they would have qualified for the AFCON before Ghana have even kicked a ball. Ghana will be eliminated, which will be quite extraordinary that Ghana would have to go and play 2 games knowing they're not going to qualify, and one of those games will be at home to Niger. I mean, Ghana could host Niger and the fans would be absolutely slating them. What a toxic atmosphere that could be. I still think overall, no AFCON with Ghana it's going to be a bit weird. No, not for the first time since 2004 have Ghana failed to qualify. I've got full respect for Sudan and the political situation they found themselves in. Free the man them. Honestly, terrible what's going on back home. But the inspiration of Sudan is unbelievable. They're playing their games in Libya. They're kind of playing Khartoum at the moment. Unbelievable achievement. And look at the group. They had to play Ghana and Angola, 2 teams that qualified to the last AFCON. You can't take nothing away from Sudan. Got a couple of players born in the UK, the Issa brothers. I like what they're doing there. Got the 2 main clubs, Al Hilal and the other one. They're playing in the Libyan league, I think, or the Mauritanian league or something, because the Sudanese league isn't happening at the moment to keep the quality of the players up. It's honestly unbelievable what Sudan are doing. But the headline will be Ghana failing to make it. I mean, that's quite extraordinary. You look at Ghana's team, and it's actually mad they're not going to make it. Cape Verde need to beat Egypt, and they might do that. We saw in the AFCON they played each other. That was a good game. Egypt have already qualified. Cape Verde need the points after they somehow lost to Botswana, not once but twice. And Botswana Mauritania could get interesting as well, with Botswana in the driving seat in that one. I think Gambia Comoros could be a good game. I think Zimbabwe Kenya is going to be a good game. And you've got Guinea and DR Congo, which is a nice clash as well. But I think both those teams are going to qualify after Guinea's resurgence in match days 3 and 4. Look, so listen, there's going to be some big headlines. We know Ghana are probably not going to make it. There could be another big team not making it. Maybe Tunisia might not make it. I think AFCON would be more fun with Tunisia, to be honest. But to have no Tunisia and no Ghana, is it that big a shock, considering they both just went out in the group phase of the last AFCON? But it's just mad. The Ghana and Tunisia were at the last World Cup when only 5 teams made it. The last World Cup, they made the World Cup, but they can't play AFCON. It just shows sometimes you just need that little bit of luck in the draw, a little bit of luck on the day, which Algeria didn't get against Cameroon a couple of years ago. So what game are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. We're back. AFCON Matchday 5 and 6, and we're here to cover it.